Yeah, boy. But the other guys here. Where'd Phil go? He what? Oh, okay. So what? Is it movie talk time? Movie talk?
I don't know. Where's the safe space to talk?
Safe space.
You be hanging?
Oh, sorry.
Ah, nah, I got to be honest.
I don't know.
I looked away for like a second.
It's okay. Outside?
Outside? Are we safe, Don? Safe. All right.
Should be safe.
Who wants to talk about the movie?
So many emotions.
Yeah,
Oh, we're going with Phil first.
Phil.
Ooh.
you know, it's, I remember someone asked me a few weeks ago, why would you buy 22 tickets for a movie at 4:40 in the morning?
Someone or everybody?
The movie wasn't at 4:40. You bought the tickets at 4:40.
I bought, when the release date happens, I bought the tickets. I woke up at 4:40 randomly to buy tickets, and I bought 22 tickets. And the reason why is, well, first of all, I want to make sure I have my seat, which was dead in middle. But the other reason why, this movie was 10 years in the making, man. It's 10 years in the making, 23 plus movies or 22 plus movies. Of course I was gonna do this. And it was worth it. I don't care if it's not the greatest movie ever made, but it's the greatest Marvel movie ever made, pretty much. It's the closeout film. But, that's it. That's how I feel. So if you don't like it, you can kiss my ass and go watch your fucking Joker movies and your Batman shit and just, have a nice fucking day.
There it is. There it is.
I'm not there with him though. I'm one of the ones where like you can like both movies
You can.
independently of each other.
You absolutely can. It's just when if I get confronted, that's all I'm saying. If I get confronted.
Like, you can enjoy Joker and Marvel.
Yes, you can. I know I do.
Do both. You do both. Yeah, I think Don's got some stuff to say about it.
That's a lot of stuff. I've only ever cried in 3 movies. This is the 3rd one.
Oh!
Tears flew.
Any specific parts of the movie? Several times?
Several times.
Yeah, you got him.
When everyone got back together, like after they did the reverse snap and they all got back together and like, it's like, oh man, everyone's back. It's great. And then, it was all the different moments.
Yeah.
There's definitely like a lot of payoff. Because,
Yeah.
like the end of Age of Ultron where it's like, he says Avengers and then just cuts. And then he finally says it and it's fucking Captain America, he's worthy. Captain America is worthy.
Oh, yeah, Captain America.
Captain America is worthy.
Yeah.
Of both Stormbreaker and Mjolnir.
Yeah, there's that. There's a bunch of like just callbacks to everything, and it's like if you watched all the movies, it just pays off.
Yo,
like all of it pays off.
Jesse and I were all about the elevator scene, the callback.
Oh, I was freaking out. I was like, oh, and then the subtle, oh god, no.
Yeah.
It's so good.
He's from the future. He knows how to defuse that situation.
Hydra, that was the call, and that was addressing also the Steve Rogers run his Hydra in fucking comics.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I appreciated too. It's like, oh, they turned something that was so like, what's the word? Controversial in the comics community and kind of like, oh, I dig that. Fuck yeah, good choice. If you're gonna do it anywhere, do it there.
Wink and a nod.
So yeah, it was that callback to like Winter Soldier, the kid from the mechanic from or the kid from Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3, the one who had the little warehouse
yeah,
that helped Tony. Yeah.
Oh, that's who that was. Yeah, that random kid. It's like, who's that kid? It's like, and it just like he just came to me. It's like, that's the kid from Iron Man 3. He's all grown up now. So. Yeah.
Joe Russo at the beginning.
Oh yeah, Joe Russo.
Yeah.
Movie.
That was pretty cool. Cool.
You could do that shit in your Joe Russo.
Right?
I'm trying to recall what I was gonna say when we were in Target. Should have wrote it down or something. It was like that was kind of good.
I mean, we could always come back to it.
Yeah.
What I did like was, okay, so we did time travel, right?
Yes.
But bro, them time travel scenes where they go back and everyone has an encounter with,
Kind of like a past
somebody that they miss in a sense.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Captain America, Thor. Oh my God.
Yeah. It was cool to see like especially when they went back to the Bell of New York. It was good to see like kind of, random, like what happened between when they got Loki up in there and then the other thing. And now I remember what I was going to talk about. What happened to Loki? Where did he go?
Yeah.
Because
Loki
has the universe technically as well.
picked
up the stuff.
Which is funny because I thought like they were gonna be, how they explained that there'd be 2 timelines.
Yeah.
But then Captain America
Restored it so Loki's dead again.
Yeah. Went back, and he was still there at the end in the same timeline.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Who knows?
Well,
Loophole.
Disney's making a Loki TV show, so I'm pretty sure they'll figure
Yeah.
that shit out.
It's like, oh, that's where Loki went.
Yo, speaking of Disney, why did Captain America's house look like the Up house? It was the
was
same
the
exact
Up house.
same exact layout, same color too.
So in fact, I got a spoiler.
Carl
the
is-
Carl from Up is actually Steve Rogers.
Oh shit!
Yeah, man.
Oh shit! Oh,
Believe it. You heard it here first. Hot takes.
Hot takes. That's why I was able to handle all that weird
There's
fucking
different
business in the movies.
He's like, I can do this all day, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess, kid. That kid reminded him of Peter Parker. He's like, I gotta take this chunky kid out with me. Save the world.
I'll hide the shield. They'll never know.
oh man,
It's like
Peter though.
So, Sam Wilson, you cap.
Yeah, as expected.
Thoughts?
No, as it should be.
As it should
As it
be.
should be.
And my comic book has now skyrocketed up the market price. That's that, Miles Morales, and Legion. I picked the right ones. I picked the right ones. Good on you. I'm never selling them. But I'm set. I'm set. I'm sending my kids to community college with that money. You feel?
Oh, then you gotta sell them to do that.
Yeah. Maybe.
Okay, hey. So yeah, we're without Steve and Tony now, I guess, guys.
And oh wait, and Natasha.
Natasha.
Romanoff is no longer with us.
That's one of the best arcs in the movie right there. Clinton, Natasha's.
Oh, dude, no.
Because you get that platonic relationship
Yeah.
from the get-go, and it's actually very rare in my eyes to see that kind of relationship between like a man and a woman on screen. It always has to be sort of like a love interest kind of deal. With them, it's always been such a like, no, we are brother and sister in this, you know, like we know each other's worst sides of each other, so we're the only ones that can kind of compensate with that, like, and compartmentalize that in ourselves. Because they were like shitty human beings in the sense like they were killing and murdering people for so long, but like, no, it's just the dynamic between the two is just, it's been like that the entire time. When you think it's gonna slip into something romantic, they're like, no, man, that's not it. We're brother and sister in this, and that's how. You know, that's why Natasha regarded them as family. It's like, well, it's an adopted family kind of deal that people do in real life, actually.
If I have to say so, I think that was one of my favorite scenes when Natasha and Clint are on Vormir, and it's a callback to Infinity War, where it was real sad because Thanos just tosses Gamora down there.
Vormir is just a shit ass planet.
But
Alright.
this time they come back and it's like they're fighting to throw
Fighting
themselves
for the
down.
right to die.
Yeah.
That was,
When they instantly said like, we all know who has to go down there, I was like, oh no,
Yeah.
they
they both think they gotta go.
yeah,
Yeah.
then no one gets the stone.
like it wasn't like sad because you had to throw the other one down there. It's just like I'm gonna be the one
Yeah.
throw myself down there.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
Man,
great.
that's crazy. Like, yeah, Vormir sucks, man. Just don't go to Vormir.
Another great moment was the when all the ladies marvel. Just
Oh yeah.
The Marvel.
yeah.
The Marvel.
There's a lot of
A
lot of good.
Felt the love there.
that was cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad Valkyrie was there.
Oh my god.
yeah.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie, my
Yeah.
god. Oh.
I'm glad they got all those characters. Even what's his name?
Korg.
Korg.
Corgan Meek.
He was yeah, dude, he was the director of Ragnarok,
Yeah.
and
Taika Waititi.
Yep.
he inadvertently wrote himself into Endgame.
That was great.
Oy.
Freaking Thor is Big Lebowski.
Oh, as soon as I was like, he's the dude, man.
Dude, no, I was getting Chris Hero to Cassius
Hero,
Ono vibes from that.
I think I know my
Oh,
cosplay.
and then his
For
mom said to
Comic-Con.
eat a salad.
I was-
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, it's perfect. That's
Your Thor is
perfect.
the best.
That's
Let myself melt a little bit. Get a beard and a wig going. I could be the Thor Lebowski.
Great.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be big at
Thor Lebowski.
Dude, Comic-Con.
Sick. I want-
Everyone's
I want a
gonna have that
bobblehead,
costume.
man.
Dude, if Cassius Ono does a
Okay,
Thor
so I should totally do
themed thing in NXT, that'd be great. Carol Danvers up in this.
Oh, you know, she was there for like. That was kind of a letdown.
Well,
It was like-
actually, it makes sense.
So lackluster, right? Like
Yeah.
it almost felt out of place.
Yeah.
Like why is?
The whole movie was.
I feel like it was such
Yeah.
an ex machina, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's just put this into context. For
We needed it, otherwise it would have lost. But
You gotta
Yeah.
put this into context for dramatic effects, because technically, Captain Marvel could kill everybody.
she could. She has
She
no skin
could.
in the game either. That's why it made it less meaningful. I feel in my sense. Like she's the one that does the killing blow. Like not Thor. I mean, good.
No,
Cool,
but she
whatever.
doesn't do the killing blow. That's the whole point. She doesn't.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Iron Man does.
She does. She
Yeah.
does definitely
Right?
do that.
Yeah,
Remember,
the-
Strange looks at him.
Yeah.
It wasn't about Carol. It was about Iron Man, and that you need to do that because you're right. She is a very powerful character. So in order, like, it's like Superman. How in the fuck do you make Superman dramatically powerful?
Like,
Like only in the beginning when he's a teenager with Clark, right? I mean, with his dad, you know, his mom and dad. That's it. That's the only drama. Like after that, he's Superman. What the fuck are you gonna do to Superman?
Kryptonite. Real estate.
Wait,
Real estate.
Break his heart.
buy up all the land.
Buy.
Break his glasses.
Me and my friends, we're just gonna buy a plot of land. Not for that. Still Superman.
But yeah, seriously, like with Carol Danvers, that's the thing. She's so powerful. It's like we can't. She could destroy the ship, but she did.
Yeah,
She is a ship
yeah.
destroyer.
She's a very good ship destroyer.
And Star Wars is very lucky she's not in that universe.
So her saying that, oh, you're not gonna see me for a while, that basically mean that we're not gonna have any films of her.
No, that was just the beginning.
No,
Yeah, that was her going away to like.
That was
Yeah,
within.
yeah.
because
it was 5 years later, right?
That's within the 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost forgot that
Right,
it was
we
a
did
5
that.
years thing, right, too.
Yeah, that's kind of nice. I liked how they did that. They kind of like they did that mini story in the beginning,
Yeah,
and then it's like, oh shit, like
you need that setup. You
Thor.
really
Yeah,
do.
it's a good setup. Thor got his kind of revenge, I guess, and then.
Oh yeah, they just
5
lopped
years
them
later.
off at the end there.
Yeah.
Or at the
Like, oh,
beginning,
it's like,
yeah.
oh, shit, okay.
And it's like you gotta give props to like storytelling with like a camera, right? Because I feel like it's a lost art now. Like people don't use like lenses when they're telling a story. When they let him drop out of focus, not only let him drop out of focus, they make it drop out of focus from the edges in. Like it's like, oh man, cool. You're actually using like old tools of cinema to tell this story where it's like, oh, he is now blocked off from the rest of the group. It's like you can see him, but he's not that clear, you know. So where did you find him when you did find him? He was in a fog and in a haze. So symbolism, good shit.
Yeah. This was. Yeah. This is.
I heard what you speak.
That's a culture. This is like to me, wherever superhero movies go from now, you know, you have those moments. There's gonna be a letdown for sure. I think. I don't know. I think John Wick is the next time I'm gonna rise up for a movie. And I'm gonna go balls out there.
Oh yeah.
John Wick.
John Wick Returns,
John
baby.
Wick. But otherwise, Star Wars, to me, even though I'm so excited about it, I don't know. I need the rest now.
Yeah, it is kind of weird to see where.
Oh, for the record, I am reading War of the Realms now. That shit would have been a fucking awesome movie. Because I do think Malekith is a badass villain in the comics. They just made him a punk in the fucking movies. That was problematic for me. Dark World is a joke.
Dark's one of the worst.
Joke.
It's one of the worst movies. But you know, watch it again. It's like it's
Punisher
okay.
shoots dark elves in that comic, okay? And the dark elves are mad about it because it hurts them. First, like, fuck you, I'm gonna keep shooting at you. Amazing.
Wait, so was Endgame based off of any of the actual comic arcs? Because
really.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
it
Infinity
didn't really
War
feel-
kind of lined up slightly
yeah.
to the actual Infinity War, but then Endgame did not.
No,
I think that's fine. It's good to
Yeah,
have,
yeah.
no
Which is good because
stuff.
now you know
You don't have anything to like,
people had all the are they gonna do this? Are they gonna do that based on the comics? But no, this is actually pretty good. You know,
Yeah.
like and this is based off of only the movie universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in my head canon, I thought they were gonna do like something at the end where like they start introducing like the mutants and stuff since they bought Fox, but that's fine. They can take the time with that. It's whatever.
Yeah, I was waiting for like
But yeah, just a little nod, you know, just a little acknowledgement that like, oh hey, they exist. But kind of like when everyone came back from the snap, it's like. But then they kind of did that with Inhumans, and that didn't really pan out so great.
Well, now I
Inhumans
think
with,
they might get
Agents
to
of
some
S.H.I.E.L.D..
space. I think they might get
Yeah.
to space though, right? Because now they can phase out the term Inhumans maybe in the cinematic universe.
Yeah.
And then eventually phase them out in the comic universe too. Because I'd rather just have mutants and that's it.
Well, yeah, we'll see. There's that.
And there's Dark Phoenix in June.
So cute. That's right. That's right.
I remember technically.
So is Zoe Saldana, by the way.
Huh?
So I think Zoe Saldana's Dominican too, by the way. Yeah.
I like her green though.
We teamed at the same time. Yo, baby. I
Not
can
a
look past a
natural.
lot.
No, paint yourself green.
I can look past a lot. Like a ripe plantain. Plátano macho, como lo dicen. Wepa! Wait, that's Puerto Rican.
Speaking of green,
Plantain with habichuelas, man.
we didn't talk about Hulk at all.
Hulk?
Smart Hulk.
Ooh, smart
Yeah,
Oh, good segue, Don. Jesus Christ. He got his degree in the School of Segways.
Bruce, dude.
His master's.
Dude,
2-year program.
that's how I get to my next paragraph.
Yeah.
All right, so you brought up Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce. Yeah, you know,
Bruce.
when they have their plan in the beginning to like go find Thanos, and then you know he comes up in the Hulkbuster armor, and you know 5 years pass, and they find him, and he's like smart Bruce.
He's a big green
Yeah.
and happy.
He's a green happy Hulk who's smart. That's great.
Yeah, I like the character, but I didn't like how they didn't really explain it. He just kind of showed up. I mean, like,
that they-
obviously
It
there's
makes so much sense to me because, like, as a person, I understood everything it was going through. I'm like, oh, the boy's battling between good and bad. But
Yeah,
when he
yeah.
found a middle spot, I'm like, this makes perfect sense for this character.
Yeah,
so when he showed up, and he's like, oh, all big and goofy and shit. I'm like, oh, perfect.
Yeah.
It's like
Like
a
that-
sweet spot for Ruffalo.
It's like that angry person you know that like got really into meditation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, you like
They're like
started,
born again now, or they
started
just
taking care of
discovered weed
themselves.
and everything's cool.
The way I treated you back then, I'm sorry. I was just, you know, like in the.
I was going through things.
Going through things.
Especially when he sees
Manifesting
himself like smashing all
Oh,
this
yeah.
shit. He's like, oh, I guess I gotta do this.
Oh yeah, that was a great scene.
Kind of grotesque shit.
Threw the motorcycle and kind of like slightly dented a taxi. or something.
Tore
Oh, that was so
like,
funny.
very reluctantly, like, oh, I guess. It's like when we
Oh,
entertain
God.
this.
Scott Lang being like belittled by Rocket Raccoon was one of the best things ever. He's like, oh, you look at you like a puppy, so excited. You want me to pet you? You good,
That was
puppy? You're so excited to go to space?
Yeah.
I'll take you to space.
Yeah, we got an idiot in the landing area, guys.
But it's true because honestly, Conrad's like character, his face literally the whole time was kind of like, you know, like the way a puppy does a tilt.
Yeah, we couldn't have done it without him in the quantum
It's
realm,
true,
though.
though. It's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Rocket
true.
can talk all the shit he wants to. Rocket didn't come up with a quantum realm.
It's true.
Did not.
Time heist.
Time
Dude,
Time
heist.
That should be a
The only
movie on
thing
its
that was
own.
missing was Michael Pena explaining
Oh,
how
yeah.
to do
Oh, I
time
know,
heist.
but he
Oh, shit, that would
disappeared.
have been nice.
That would have been a great end credit scene. Just him recapping the whole movie.
I think I think they showed that he was one of the people that disappeared actually. And like one of the blocks, I think I saw his name.
Man, that's so fucked up.
I didn't.
Right?
You know,
Oh, I don't remember what his.
Latinos in this thing.
I don't remember what his character's name
Yeah, I
was.
don't remember what his character's name is.
Right?
Bruh.
And Gamora can't count because she's
Bruh.
not
But
Latina.
she's like, well,
technically.
she's like an alien, which is like a subtle nod in this Trump environment.
I
Just saying.
wall. We don't need green
We'll build the wall. It'll be the best. It'll keep them all out.
No green assassins.
None to speak of.
No
It'll be the best.
purple people eaters. No, none of that.
I'm really good at the Twitter. Everyone hears me. It's good.
But man, I love Smart Hulk. I'm glad you mentioned that because that was
Professor
Smart.
Hulk.
Professor Hulk. That was pretty dope. That
Him?
was like,
Yeah.
and what Mario said was absolutely correct, which is it was the evolution because he went in Ragnarok. He's like a 4-year-old,
Yeah.
essentially. Maybe a 7-year-old, around there.
No, 4-year-old. I can see 4-year-old.
And then he just had to find that sweet spot, that happy spot in his life, and that was it. Now he's a celebrity. You know, he can do WWE. He can fight against Brock Lesnar in a meaningless match. Yeah, you know, but it's cool. I've been crossing worlds like crazy, dude. I've been doing Elseworld stories in my head.
Yo, you like that young Dr. Pym though?
Oh yeah.
Fucking John Travolta.
From Short Circuit, man. You mean him right off the Short Circuit set? Yeah, man, that was cool. That was great. That's literally him in that era. That's what really tripped me out about it. He got the hair right and everything.
They
Oh,
must have
my
watched like
God.
Streets of San Francisco to get reference.
Well, I kind of did that with what's his name, Kurt Russell in Volume 2.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that was a good age back. That was a good age back.
Was the one they had to do much of is Sam Jackson.
Oh, God. But
That's
that
really like
Yeah.
this. Okay,
That
we're
was
good.
good.
good, good.
Wrinkles.
He's looked the same since Pulp Fiction. He's looked the
Exactly.
same since Pulp Fiction.
They just do this. So,
It's
okay.
done, man. It was. It cost them more money to take Henry Cavill's mustache off in Justice League than it did to make Samuel L. Jackson look young again. It's the truth.
That should tell you everything right there.
That should tell
That's
you.
not
Yeah.
racist.
And to better
I can't
effect.
tell you what it is.
Hey, melanin, man. Melanin, good for that.
Like, you damn right.
That's cool though. Was it 1970 where they went back?
70, yeah.
Yeah.
70.
Because those three
Yeah,
callbacks there. You got
exactly.
you got Howard Stark also in that
Yeah,
one.
Howard Stark.
I love
And,
that guy. I forget the actor's name, but he was in Mad Men, and my God, he is such a great actor. My
then,
God, so good.
Steve Rogers went back and saw his girl, but didn't interact with her at all.
Yeah, just
Oh, he did.
Well, he was thinking about the
Creeping
line
Spoiler
about
review,
moving on.
so
I
yeah,
think.
you got to finally.
No. When he first went back, and it didn't have enough Pym particles to travel back and forth all over the place.
Oh, that's a question I did have. Why didn't they just think of getting more pin particles
To begin with.
to begin with, instead of stressing out about it the entire time?
They're
Oh, because remember,
Like, we only got one each.
no, there was no
Go back.
more because Dr. Pym was gone.
No, that's what I mean.
yeah.
Go back to when Dr. Pym was still
But
alive.
they didn't think about that.
They didn't think about that,
because
yeah.
Their plan was originally, because remember the pin particles thing came up because they fucked up at the tower.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying they already knew that they only had
One
a
for each
short
person.
supply.
Oh,
Why didn't
yeah,
they just go from the beginning knowing that, oh, we could just grab a shitload and just
It's just the oversight.
work off of that?
they're too excited.
Because it's
three of
like
them?
also the
Yeah.
risk. The risk is if
Shit,
they
you're
don't.
right.
Yeah, and the risk is if they don't get the pin particles and they don't even get an Infinity Stone, and then it's wasted.
Oh, that's true.
So they're thinking,
It's calculated
hey,
risk.
We have this one shot, right? We're gonna get the stones, come back.
But didn't they get the stones at the same time they got the pin particles?
Well, they had to because
Yeah,
of
They
the
had
fuck
to
up at the
because they
tower.
messed up at the tower.
They could have just figured that out from the beginning and been like, oh, we could just go all the way back and then knock two things out at once like they did originally.
No, because they had to travel back in time again.
Yeah.
For that, right? They didn't have enough to disperse, unless you send one person back.
Yeah, just
that's
send
what I'm saying.
just send Scott
Just
back.
send- Scott back.
Yeah, this could have been.
Just send Scott back to his own time,
Yeah.
or back to like
But he wouldn't have been able to handle that fucking mission either. No way he would have been able to. Yeah, he would have fucked that up. That's Shield, dude.
go back. No, I mean he could have just gone back and talked to
Plus,
the Hank.
we
The Hangman.
needed.
Crawl around, dude.
We definitely needed the dramatic.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. runs to his dad.
You always need that.
And if they thought of that first, he might have outrun into his dad. What if it was fucking Smart Hulk? Just kidding. He's gonna go back. You gotta manage the thing.
Oh, that was cool. Ancient one showing up too.
That was
And
awesome.
kind of showing what she was doing. Like, there's always those questions like, oh, what the hell were they doing when, like, they've obviously been here for a while. Like, Ancient One's been here for thousands of years. Like, what was she doing during Battle of New York? It's like, oh, I showed you what she was doing during the Battle of New York.
So what about that though? Because I didn't watch Doctor Strange. It's the only one I haven't seen.
Wow.
I don't care about the spoilers.
So good.
But what was that all about? Where he gave it up willingly. That whole conversation.
Well,
the time stone.
she obviously okay. So you get the groundwork, the laywork. That she already knows that Doctor Strange is gonna be Doctor Strange, right?
Yeah.
So basically, her knowledge is that Doctor Strange is the Sorcerer Supreme and the greatest one there ever was, and she has that standing and understanding that, and that line that says, "Oh, he was supposed to be the best of us." So her hearing that he gave up the time stone on purpose basically kind of triggered a sense in her that was like, "Oh." It was a dire either I was wrong about him and like everything's wrong about him and the time stream is wrong, like everything had to be wrong about him in particular, or he did it for a purpose, which is I think what she had concluded. So she was able to then kind of like, she saw like, oh, and the fact that Banner didn't come in as Hulk like tearing shit up is also kind of the best thing too, that he's like, look, I kind of need it. I don't want to hurt you, but it's dire. He asked politely and she talked to his astral form, you know what I mean? It was a polite conversation at the end. They figured out, hey, pretty nice. No violence in that interaction at all. Just a conversation, which was good. Sometimes you just need a combo to turn someone around on something. It's kind of nice.
Supposed to be the sworn protectors of the time stone, so it's like, oh, gave it up. Like,
Yeah.
Did you get
To protect A?
Yeah.
Time. Right?
protect A time?
Yeah. Plus, I imagine she would know what powers he would have to use with the time stone, right, to even get to that conclusion.
Did you guys get that feeling that like a lot of our audience that we were watching with missed the fact that when Thanos got hold of the other nebula, they stole the Pym particles out of her head? Because like our crowd, the audience we were watching with, did not react to that at all. I was like, are you kidding me? Thanos just got the ability to travel back to the future.
Yep. He did. Oh, he did. As one like him would do. Takes a whole fucking ship through a freaking Pym particle time
Don't know
travel.
how. It's like, okay.
The
let's do
logistics
that.
that are still suspects. But we won't.
Yeah,
We won't.
they just put it in the ship, right?
And everybody in the ship's out. Yeah. Okay. I got you.
Although our crowd did go wild for I knew it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh Oh shit.
For Mjolnir.
For Mule.
Yep.
Mew Mew. Good old Mew
Super
Mew.
Mew Mew?
Thor
Good old Mew Mew.
Thor knew.
Deep cuts. That's deep cuts. You know, I'm sad that she didn't make an appearance, just
Kat
like
Dennings?
loosely, just
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there.
Like being a waitress somewhere. Yeah. Dealing
Kat
with,
Dennings.
Yeah.
Her character.
Being a waitress.
being a waitress somewhere, just
Two
dealing
broke
with people. Yeah. She's like an alien comes in, crashes it. I don't get paid enough for this shit. Like, just kind of walks out. That would have
Jane
been.
fired her.
Yeah.
Jane Foster.
But yeah, that was a nice so when it like kind of creaked a little bit in in Age of Ultron.
Yeah. Because when the way they played it up was great because it was wiggling and then it flies through and you think Thor, and then Thor looks up like, oh no,
They kind of did
knew
the
it.
I want to watch it again. And
Ray
I'm
pushing
gonna.
for or Ray trying to pull the lightsaber. It's kind of that effect. It's like, oh hey, Ben's gonna get it or Kylo's gonna get it, but no, it's Ray that gets it.
Yeah.
Here it's like,
I like how he took at the very end they took Mjolnir back because he had to put it back in time, right?
oh yeah, he had to take good old Mew Mew back.
He had to restore all this shit.
Yeah,
Only for it to get destroyed at Ragnarok.
I think that would have been cool. That would have been cool to see him bringing everything back and then just staying.
I'm telling you, what's gonna happen is they should make a video with Michael Pena explaining how Captain America took everything back.
Yeah, for sure.
That.
I
And
wish
then at the end,
I
he's
wish.
like, "Hey, my name's Steve Rogers. Hey, you remember me? Oh, of course. I loved you when you got close my eyes. Okay, girl, we should go for a dance." And then went dancing, and they got married, and they left kids. The end.
No, and he has to explain what happens on Titan when they come back on Titan and Doctor Strange is
And then they possess Thanos, right? And then Charlotte get mad. Where's Gamora, bitch? Where's Gamora, bitch? And Thanos like, I had to.
No. When they reappear after
You had to
when they
what?
reappear after the snap and they're like, oh, we've been gone for 5 years. Let's assemble a team. I hope they're doing the same thing down in Wakanda.
They should know Michael Pena does
The Marvel
the
Universe.
Marvel Universe in like an hour.
That'll be one of those things like they'll put on a DVD or something, just like they did like Team Thor on Civil War
Yep.
when they showed Thor and his roommate.
Oh, I
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
love that.
Those are
That's
great.
and that's canon. That's real. That happened.
That is
As
canon.
far as I'm concerned, it's canon, and I think most people will agree that it's canon. It's canon.
Those are great.
He hung out with what's his name, Greg or Gary or whatever his name
something
was.
like that.
So good. You know what? Did you guys get the feeling that they were kind of just teasing Chris as a team for the next Guardians of the Galaxy movie? Like it was almost like them reassuring us that like don't worry, they'll be fine together.
Yeah.
They're gonna be a comedic duo in that next one. Like they're gonna, and the dynamic is like, oh, who's the real leader of like the crew or whatever. And I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that.
As Guardians of the Galaxy.
As Guardians of the Galaxy.
He said that. Yo, are we getting a Ravagers movie? Yeah, no.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
See,
They could always
I
put
don't
on
know if
Disney
it's
Plus.
necessary.
I think that's like a lot of things that they're doing with Disney Plus. Like they kind of have
It's like our own
here.
streaming service. You're gonna get the Ravagers.
Yeah.
You're gonna get this and that side character.
That's always something they could do. Because Loki's supposed to get one. I think.
Isn't Scarlett Johansson gonna have movies or Black Widow gonna have one?
She was supposed to have one, but it might be.
Yeah,
now
but
it's
you-
gonna be, it's gonna be a
She
fun-
dead,
it's gonna
Loki
be a
dead.
prequel.
It could be like what she was doing in those 5 years.
Or it could be what she was doing before
Oh yeah.
all of it. When she had all the red on her ledger.
Yeah. I think the 5 year thing. What she was doing in the 5 years would be good.
Yeah.
Because she was like, oh, I've been doing this for 5 years, and like,
Nobody else is gonna do it.
Yeah.
Everything.
yeah. She kind of in a way became like the director of Shield, kind of.
If not me, who? If not now, when?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
That is what she
I had a.
It's getting there.
I ate too many
explosion.
popcorn, dude. Kill that fucking shit.
I know. I downed a whole giant thing of
Yeah.
popcorn.
And
Oh my
the-
god.
And the crispy M&Ms, baby.
Yeah, that's what top to
Gym next week, man. I gotta work out again. No
I
way.
had the double chicken from Chipotle. It was great.
Double chicken? How do they stuff double chickens in there?
No, I got a bowl.
Oh,
Dude, no, anytime Don orders anything from anywhere, it's double meat. If Sarko was open, he would have got double meat.
you do that when you go to
Circle's
Subway
not
too?
even open yet.
Subway?
Yeah.
I do like the deluxe.
Like,
It's like one
a
and
little
half.
extra.
Yeah,
Oh,
just a little extra.
No.
Sometimes those cured meats, man.
We done with the
Yeah,
We're talking about this right now.
We're talking about food.
Until John Wick 3.
Yeah, everyone else hungry? That's right, man.
Okay.
John Wick 3.
Oh yeah.
That was it.
That was it. That was it.
Go watch Avengers
I feel like we're gonna
Go
miss-
watch
I feel like
Avengers
we're missing
Endgame.
something.
Don't miss out. Don't be an idiot. Don't be a square. Be there. I said it. Excelsior. Oh!
Oh, of course.
How the fuck?
Of course.
How are we just gonna not mention Stan Lee's fucking cameo?
We're missing something.
Point. So good. Ah, you see him at his prime in life. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
was
Goddamn
great.
it.
That was a good
ASMR.
one.
Chills. Chills. Like he knew it was his last one out.
Yeah.
Good shit, man. Good shit.
And then I think what I will say is that just don't go on Sundays. You should be watching Game of Thrones, okay? Be a grown up. Just be a grown up.
Grow up.
Phil, I just got to the
People have
second.
sex.
No, we're not talking about.
Okay.
I'm talking about Game of Thrones. Still trying.
This is still the Endgame video.
I'm just saying.
Watch it.
But it's pretty.
Watch Endgame.
But Endgame.
Sure,
is great.
Endgame.
Yeah.
If hopefully you've seen all the other movies.
Yeah.
This is it.
Ooh, no, you don't.
But
It was helpful to watch all the movies that have
yeah, it's worth it though because it calls
all
back
the
to a lot.
stones.
Yeah.
Watch all the
I
movies
mean,
with the stones. You're good.
You could do it if you want a roller coaster, but you're not
Watch
gonna
Winter
actually
Soldier.
have
You're
it.
good.
It's like going to Turkey.
That's
or
all you really
going
need.
To like some other country.
Yeah.
And there's like a
Everything else.
major-
Although at this
Watch
point,
all
if
the
you
ones.
watched all of them, you're already gonna watch them.
idea
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you wanna watch.
You're watching this video because he wants your thoughts.
Yeah, that's true.
It's gonna be, dude, it's gonna be like Last Jedi again, where we loved it, and then we're gonna go online and like, oh, people hated Endgame.
Yeah. Can't
No,
wait
it's
for
like
that.
I know it's like
Can't
going
wait
to a
for that.
classical.
And
Large
can't
like
wait
it's
for
all-
people hate it, and we're the only ones that love it.
Yeah.
You know anything about
know
soccer,
anything about
but you're in for the ride, but you know there's no
You got
context
it,
for
you
you.
got it.
Say goodbye.
Exactly what it is.
Bye.
We just figured it out. Okay, real quick. Endgame. If you've never seen any Marvel movie, if you go to watch Endgame, it's exactly like if you went to a Clásico, Barcelona against Real Madrid, didn't speak a lick of Spanish, and know nothing about soccer. You'll have a great time. It's an amazing joyride, but you won't know anything else. It's
Oh,
not.
yeah.
You'll lose all the context.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Good analogy.
Peace.